The world of compact handguns is absolutely massive. If you want to find one for concealed carry, then you have what's basically a buffet of pistols in front of you. Some are outstanding choices, some are okay, and some absolutely suck. We gathered some of the worst guns for concealed carry, and we not only explain why they're bad, but we'll also give you better alternatives for those guns. 410 Revolvers. Why these things ever got popular, I'll never know. 410 Revolvers became super popular a few years ago, and some companies made compact variants for concealed carry. They're also chambered in .45 Colt, and if you want an unnecessarily large and inaccurate .45 Colt, then go ahead, I guess. Chambered in .410 through, these guns suck, and that's why they're one of the worst guns for concealed carry. .410 Revolvers lack velocity, provide unpredictable patterning of buckshot, are huge, heavy, and downright silly. I put them in the novelty category, and they are fine for having fun. But beyond that, they are not very good at anything. A better alternative. Smith & Wesson 686. Do you want a big revolver for concealed carry? Well, choose a Smith & Wesson 686 revolver with 2.5-inch barrel. You get a .357 Magnum revolver that provides a punch, and you get 6 of those punches. The Smith & Wesson 686 sets the standard for combat revolvers and provides shooters with a big gun that's actually effective and highly efficient. Derringers. Derringers possess a certain kind of cool that can't be replicated by modern pistols. These small, double-barrel pistols can be chambered in anything from .22 LR to .45 Colt. Some Derringers, like the Bond Arms Derringers, are brilliantly crafted guns. However, they are among the worst guns for concealed carry. You get 2 shots, a single action-only trigger, teeny tiny grips, and super short barrels. The combination of these 3 features gives you lots of recoil, a slow follow-up shot, and a very slow reload time. Derringers might be cool, but they are not a good choice for concealed carry. A better alternative? Ruger LCP. Suppose you want a small gun that's super easy to conceal. You can't go wrong with the Ruger LCP or LCP2. These compact 380 ACPs provide you 3 times the firepower at just a little more size than a standard Derringer. Plus, there are semi-automatic and magazine-fed. Big Magnum revolvers. I love shooting powerful revolvers. The recoil, the power, and the challenge make them fun to shoot and perfect for hunting and even self-defense against bears. A finely tuned revolver in .44 Magnum or .454 Castle provides a joy most other guns cannot replicate. Sadly, that translates over to one of the worst guns for concealed carry. They're much too big and too hard to conceal carry, and will weigh you down rather quickly. Also, these big calibers are often way too powerful for daily carry. A round that works on a bear might be a bit much for a bad guy. On top of that, good luck on your follow-up shots. A better alternative? Ruger LCR. Want a good concealed carry wheel gun with Magnum in the title? Well, check out the Ruger LCR in .327 Federal Magnum. This little fella provides a lot of punch for its small size. It's such a thin round, a traditional 5-round chamber can hold 6 rounds of .327 Federal Magnum. The LCR is plenty small and easy to conceal, and the .327 Magnum packs a punch without being hard to control. Rifle caliber pistols. Why someone ever wants to squeeze a .556 or 7.62 by 39mm round into a single-barreled pistol astounds me. What even bothers me more is the fact that this pistol is advertised for concealed carry. A single-shot firearm sucks already. Popping a rifle round into a super short barrel kills the potential of a rifle round in the first place. In a pistol, these rifle rounds create massive amounts of flash and concussion. They deliver poor ballistic performance and, overall, are just a bad choice. They're a novelty, and you should never trust a novelty to defend your life with. These might be the absolute worst guns for concealed carry. A better alternative? Ruger 57. If you want rifle-like performance in a pistol, then check out the Ruger 57. The 5.7 by 28mm isn't a rifle cartridge necessarily, but it falls into a weird category of personal defense round. It offers excellent performance at 100 yards and delivers excellent penetration. On top of that, it has low recoil and a very high capacity. Albeit, this gun is a full-sized pistol, so you'll need a good holster and belt. Most surplus pistols. Surplus pistols are an ever-growing group of guns, so it's tough to say all surplus pistols fall into worst guns for concealed carry category. Surplus 1911s, Makarovs, and certain Berettas are all acceptable, but there are a lot of surplus pistols that are not suitable for concealed carry. For example, guns like the Tokarev TT-33 are not drop-safe, and CZ-52s are notorious for firing when decocked. Lots of surplus guns have tons of issues with reliability, poor magazines, and old, hard-to-find ammunition. Oftentimes, their ammunition sources are minimal, and finding quality defensive ammunition can be next to impossible. Also, these guns tend to be big, with low capacity, making them inefficient for concealed carry. A better alternative: Walther PPK. If you want an old-school handgun from the depths of Europe, then check out the Walther PPK series of pistols. You get the old-school European design, but a safe and compact pistol for concealed carry. Additionally, 380 ACP is super popular, and you can find proper defensive ammunition for it. Plus, it's the gun of James Bond. Taurus Curve. I absolutely loved the concept behind the Taurus Curve, but in practice, I found the execution to be rather poor. It's a globular design with a marketing twist, or curve, that redefined the term pointless gimmick. The frame is curved, the idea being that the grip area would better wrap around your body and conceal more effectively. If you were right-handed, I suppose that might work in theory. Lefties got the benefit of extra printing and gun exposure. Sticking to its minimalist design aesthetic, the company ditched sights altogether. In fairness, they painted cross lines on the backside of the slide and included an integral laser. I tried using the painted-on lines for a few rounds, and while it definitely isn't ideal, it's good enough for a 20-foot shot on a human-sized target when aiming for center of mass. But you're not going to be hitting any small targets anytime soon. The trigger is a wonky, bastardized version of a double-action trigger, and short-stroking it can temporarily disable the gun. The laser isn't bright enough to use in the daytime, and gets washed out by the lights at night. And the activation system for that laser is neither fast nor intuitive. There are simply too many quirks and issues in this full production version to gloss over. Sky CPX. Chances are, if you're new to guns, a budget 9mm seems like a good place to start. And this Sky 9mm is just that. A budget handgun, that is. Budget in every way. At first glance, the Sky CPX-2 handgun looks like it could be a strong candidate for those looking for a cheaper option when it comes to handguns. However, a horrible trigger and serious reliability issues make this gun less than optimal. The CPX has the worst trigger, especially one that is supposed to be for defensive shooting. There is no audible nor tactile reset indication, and because the return spring is so weak that the trigger doesn't easily jump back to its return position. At any price point, a gun should not sacrifice its basic purpose to provide the shooter with a safe and a reliable way to fire a gun. Despite the bad trigger, there is another major problem with the Sky CPX. It wouldn't function for more than a couple rounds in a row. That's right, many users had more than one malfunction for every magazine we fired using factory 9mm ammunition. If you're looking for a budget firearm, take a look at the Canik instead. It has a similar price and is a great firearm.